There we go, we're just coming online. I hope. Yes! Hello, hello! Hello, hello! We are live again today with getting some baby dragons done. I hope that my sound is fine, that you're able to hear everything, because I'm a little bit unsure how it works now. And yes, I have conventions coming up, which where I will meet a lot of you. So I need to get on and prepare the stock, which I'm a little bit late on. So today I have a few guardian dragons that are gonna go with me to Dutch Comic Con. I had a bit of a blunder with getting the beans. So I had a lot of baby dragons on. Hi Axolotl! I hope you Axolotl questions today. Nice name. I hope you're doing well. So practically I have a lot of baby dragons that were missing the beans in the bellies. So they were already like pre-stitched, everything is closed. The wings are closed, so I'm gonna start with those. I'm gonna show you how I actually put the beans in, which is already pre-weighted and pre-prepared all the packages. So here are the glass beans, and then I have a very primitive let me just put my music a bit down. I have a very primitive contraption of like a little, what do you call it? Like a thrift? No, I can't remember what it's called, but the funnel there. It's a funnel, so I can just push this in. And then if I open the baggie of beans over here, I'll be able to just put them in. Hopefully I'm not gonna be spilling anything because it's a bit... Normally I have a box underneath, but I forgot it. There we go, a bit of ASMR. So all the beans are in. And then, I don't know which camera is best, but then you're able to see. I'm just gonna guide the beans all the way down with my fingers, and then they're gonna keep going down. And I pre-weighted them all and split into little baggies, so it's just easier for me to have them in stock that way instead of constantly having to scoop things and put in it, like just eyeballing it. I just pre-measure. So this is 65 gram of beans. So, and then when this part, this gets a bit tricky because once this part is filled until here, there is not really anywhere to go. So normally I would just like squish the fabric a bit to make it a bit more fat. It's very handy, yeah. So and then I try to turn it into this way and just fill the little leggy. And then I do the same on the other side, so I just keep turning it. See, now the leg is flat. And I put the rest of the beans in. And then if I take it out, all of the beans should stay in. So I hope that it's visible. Let me see if I can just zoom in the camera a bit. There we go. I think this might be better. So now all the beans are in. And it's just exactly enough for the dragon to still be floppy, but get enough beans to fill it up nicely. And now what's left to do here is just to close all the holes. And so I'm gonna just get my needle and the thread. I like to do lately everything with white because that's the cool thing about the ladder stitch or the invisible stitch, that you don't actually see it. So I'm able to get any thread color and just stitch it close. And I'm gonna be making a nice knot here. And we're gonna sew it. So I like to start at the back. Just move these ones out of the way. Sorry, I like to start at the front, so the front of the dragon, because then I can go towards the back and then come back around. And that makes it nice and secure that nothing is gonna come loose. So I just put, it's a little bit hard to see because I have to keep looking down, but now I just get to do the ladder stitch slowly around, making sure that there is no gaps. So I like to do like very tiny steps, and then I go around it again to just fortify it pretty much. Please close attention. Yes, I've been escaped. So see, this is always what happens on the front feet. Like I managed to get these loops looped around the paw instead of around the hole, so I have to constantly like redo stuff. So making very close. I don't know if this is visible. Like I'm not sure how much this is. Like I just grab a little bit, enough to grab the fabric, and then pull it through. I'm gonna show it later again because now I just need to make sure not to spill any beans. And even Cookie here, he's keeping the paw, so even around his paw gets stuck. So I'm just gonna make a nice closing over here. So these ones were already like pre-cut dragons. I already stuffed the heads, I closed the wings. Only the bodies needed fixing. And then I have another set of dragons where I have to actually cut them out, so you're gonna see a bit better. So from here, I finished over here. And Cookie is the cutest little helper. Yes, he is, he is. Thank you. He's just here like keeping his paws in the way. So now from here, I go back and I pretty much walk by the same stitches and try to grab any of the things that I haven't been to yet with my needle. So kind of, yeah, I don't know what you would call it. So when you make a ladder, then first you go at the ladder stripes and then you go at the ladder holes, practically. That's what I'm doing. I think my microphone is spiking up a bit, so I'm gonna try and push it a bit down. There we go. Don't want to blow your ears. So I'm gonna just do this again, and now the final test is just to push all of the beans out and see if any beans escape. If that would be the case, then I would do another round, but I think this would be already fine. So now I'm back at the start where I started. I'm getting all of the thread entangled. And now I just have to push the beans out. Like I'm just trying to squeeze them out. There is no opening, no beans coming out, so that means it's good. So from here I can just make a knot. And I'm gonna move on to stitching the head. I'm just gonna do the knot horizontally instead of vertically. So I can grab another piece of fabric on that way. So Mick sounded fine to me. Oh, okay. I just see it like with the corner of my eye was like going into the red area on the thingy, so I thought like, oh, that's not good. I think it should be at greenish yellow, so just making sure it's good sound, because for me, like, I have no idea about anything microphones. So I'm hoping that things are working okay. Okay, so we have our double knot over here, or a double knot. And now we get to just poke the needle through and we get to cut it. So now I'm gonna move on to the head and I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do the head stitching. What I like to do here is, because here is like the edge that is gonna come here, and sometimes it's really hard to do it afterwards, like with Cookie here. It's very close stitches, so I like to take my pet brush and just brush it off first to get all of the fur that's trapped. Oh, I'm shaking the table a bit too much. So I get all of the fur that's left trapped in there a bit smoother. I do this in the end with all of the dragons, but it's easier to do it like under the chin and here at the base where I just stitched beforehand. So I just give them a little brushy there. And now from here, I'm just gonna eyeball the middle. Like having the hearts here, it's really helpful because I can kind of see how it would come. And then from here, I try to aim for the middle of the head area. Brushes. And I'm going back to where the stitches are. So I don't know if you can see, here is where the knot was. So just try to push the knot in between the new stitches, then it's gonna get stuck and invisible where the chin is. So I'm just gonna be hiding stitches practically. And from here I do a few stitches on the front, and then I move slowly towards the back. Now I move the head to the front, so now this is gonna be a bit hard for me to see. Normally I have like everything like very close by. But now it's always a bit awkward on camera because I have to hold it away from myself. And also, there we go. For some reason I keep pushing it that way, while I can still keep it here and it's still visible. So then I'm gonna do the same thing here. So these are just my positioning stitches that I'm checking where, if I'm putting it nicely in the center. I just try to make a few more loose stitches and then I go around again with really fine-tuning everything. So now I need another stitch here on the side. So now I lost the threading. There. So I have to retread the needle again. I can use a little bit a thicker thread now for a bit more safety. And now I don't double fold it anymore, so everything starts slipping out occasionally if I'm not paying attention or if I'm not gripping it here with my pinky enough. So now I'm back to the front and everything is entangling. And now I get to test, like, am I happy with how the head is drooping? So I would just put it like here and just wiggle a bit, check how the I don't know how you call it, how the drooping is. If it's drooping a bit too much, then I tend to go, when I go around, I put the stitches a bit towards the back. And if it's too far towards the back, then I put like the stitches on the front so it doesn't... But I think this was a nice middle. Hi Nina, it's been forever since I've been able to watch a live stream. Hi Chubby Chibi! It's nice to see you again. Yeah, it's been quite a while for me also. I was a bit on a streaming break because I had just so much work to do that I didn't manage to get any public streams up, and I missed you guys all, so I'm happy that I started streaming again. Now I'm gonna keep it up, especially because I have so much sewing to do for my convention stock. And yeah, I hope you've been doing well in the meantime. So I went again around and just stitched everything. Oh, I'm gonna go back on this side and just fortify the stitches here towards the side. And then I'm gonna go back towards the middle and make a knot. So at least the dragon's head is nicely in the center, so sometimes it tends to go to the side or so. So I'm just eyeballing it pretty much. So back towards the middle, and I'm gonna try to position the needle like completely in between the two pieces so I can hide the knot. Just really hard to grab the little piece of fabric there because everything is so thick because of the stitching. There we go. So now we do one double knot, and then I'm gonna push the needle kind of like this, like where's my hand? Kind of like this backwards. So I'm gonna push it in next to the knot, if I manage, and then push it backwards through the pins and towards more or less in between here where the label starts, because there is the positioning for the wings. So now I'm just hiding the knots and everything. There we go. And I'm gonna make another knot here. This is my wing positioning. So this knot is gonna be hidden under the wings. Hi, I'm here, but no sound since I also have to be in a meeting. Oh, good luck on the meeting. Thank you, Kate. I hope I don't distract you too much. So here are my nice wings, a bit fluffy. I'm gonna just shake them. I left my my thingy over there. I have a blower here, but I think it will make too much noise. So for the wings, I do the same, like I just fold them in half, so I see where my middle is. And then, because I already searched for the middle on here, I know that if I push the needle somewhere here, that's my middle on middle. So I just guide the wings down. And if I position them well, everything is gonna be nicely centered. So from here on, I'll just grab it like this. From here on, I will try to keep them as flat and open as possible and just put a few stitches in a imaginary rectangle area. Wing sandwich. Yeah, wing sandwich. Nom nom. So I'm gonna try to just make like an imaginary rectangle and make stitch everything down. At least the bigger dragons don't have magnets. When I'm working on micro dragons, my needle just keeps getting stuck to everything. So from here I can just flap the wings and keep doing my stitches. So once I aim for the center and see where the center is, then the rest is pretty easy to check. So now I'm doing the same as with the head. I'm doing some positioning stitches. So I'm doing a bit more bigger chunks in between. And then once I'm happy, I'm gonna do another set and just fine tune it. So now I'm going back towards like this centery area. I'm gonna grab a lot of fabric there, make 2 stitches, and then I'm gonna go to the other side of the wing and then sandwich it the other way and put another few stitches on that side, so it's still in the center, luckily. And I'm gonna do this and just put a few over here. So now I'm doing 2 things, like I'm stitching the wings on, but I'm also hiding both of the cut lines, because the other cut lines that I had were here on the wings in the middle. So now I'm just doing that. Hello! Hi, Ryu! How are you doing? So I'm gonna make another knot here. And for now, I only stitched out the orange part, but you can see that from the top you can still see the orange part. So what I'm gonna start doing now when I'm fine-tuning it, I'm gonna start going from the blue part. So I'm gonna grab, instead of the orange part, I'm gonna start grabbing the blue part and then stitching it down, because it will help me hide the orange part a bit better. So when you look at the dragon from the top, you're only gonna see blue on blue. So I'm just gonna pretty much be ladder stitching the fabric like this, folded in, to make sure that there is not too much orange on top. So that's another little nifty trick on how to do things. Luckily this is a birdie, so having some pops of colors here and there, it's gonna help. But yeah. Good, just tagging Blabs. Oh my god, such a cute dragon, thank you! So actually me and Ryu here, or Miss Blip Creations, we are gonna be on Sunday at the convention in Eindhoven. It's a little fantasy fair market called Fantasy Court. So I'm gonna be bringing a few dragons here, a few stickers, fighting the elements for the first time, because it's gonna be my first outdoor convention. And yeah, I'm gonna be sharing a table with Ryu here, so I'm really excited about that. And still a lot of things to do for both of us, so that's gonna be exciting. And for some reason it already feels like today's Saturday. And I have that feeling like, oh, tomorrow is the convention, but it's still a few days to go. So my time is completely all over the place. So, see, now you don't see that much orange here on top, you only see it more on the sides, and once I brush things, then everything is gonna be nice and hidden. So from here I'm gonna go again underneath here, make a few tiny stitches, then it's gonna be time to hide the knot again. So, I'm gonna go and hide it here on the side. Or actually I'm gonna move my needle a bit more towards the middle-y area. And then just try and hide it here in between. Like, it's very helpful to have so much fluff because you can hide things easier, but at the same time it's also very hard to see when you're sewing where to position the needle. There we go. I managed to grab just a little piece of fabric there, or the backing of the fabric, to be able to make my knot. And I'm gonna do another one. I always like to do like each knot a double one, but then I go right next to it and make another knot just to make sure that everything is secure, 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 nothing comes loose. I'm way too paranoid of that. Yay, can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. I'm scared though. Oh, Blefs are coming to Fantasy Court too. Yes, they are. They are. They're gonna be all next to me. I'm gonna be staring at them all day. So the dragons are gonna have a lot of company and I'm gonna be playing together. I'm very excited. There we go. So this is our first dragon almost done, because the last part is to cut. Like, I have here a few loose strings, like embroidery strings. So I'm gonna be cutting those off, and then I need to clean off the stabilizer. So for the first dragon I'm just gonna do it nice and neat. So just check there is no other stray things, and I have my what do you call them? Tweezers. So I just grab as much stabilizer as I can, and whatever little pieces are left then I just wash off. Oh, here I see at the teeth there is a little bit of a stray thread. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take all of the stabilizer off that I can. And most of them is like where the wings meet and stuff like that, and the rest I kind of rip off during embroidery already, but those little pieces are always left for the end. I'm gonna do this. I got a bunch of Yumbo blebs, so we have table weights. Yeah, I'm so afraid that everything is gonna blow off. So I'm not gonna be bringing these guardian dragons, I think, but I'll be bringing the micro dragons, which are magnetic, so I can just put them somewhere on the table. And I'm gonna be bringing the Yumbo dragons with me. I'm not sure, maybe I can bring a few of these just to try. Just need to really make sure that nothing will blow away. I'm so scared. Mama and Papa blebs to protect the young. Yeah. I've seen some preview of the blebs and I'm so... there's so many cute ones. You really did a fantastic job, so I'm so excited to be able to do this with you. They look wonderful. And I already spotted a few that I want to adopt. I think I might have a bleb obsession next to the dragons. Oh, this one is a very stubborn piece of stabilizer. I'm trying to grab it, but each time I just grab the hair. There we go. Got it. So this is our first baby dragon. Very happy. Nice and orange and blue. Some yellow details, so it's gonna be popping for the summer. So I tried to do a few more summery colors and different combinations that I don't normally do. It would be funny to see the dragons fly. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it will be. Let's make this nice sparkly one. I really like this fabric. I'm so sad. Like, this fabric is discontinued, but I still have a few meters left. So now all of these baby dragons are gonna be very limited edition after a while. But they look so pretty. They're like a navy blue with silver sparkles. Thank you. Now I kind of want to tie a dragon to a bunch of helium balloons. That sounds so cute. Yeah, I actually drew like in the past a sticker like that with a dragon just being completely like hung down from balloons. I think we should definitely recreate that with the actual dragons. I think I have one that has that fabric at the belly. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a very special fabric in some time. I think I have about 2.5 meters left, something like that. Now it's time for more beans. I think I got them all. So now we're gonna put this one. Yeah, I really hope that Shannon Fabrics is gonna come up with a new version of sparkly fabric, because I would love so much more colors and stuff. But they had for a few years just I think 4 or 5 colors, and then they're gonna be yeah, then it was discontinued. So yeah. Are these micro dragon size? No, they are actually a bit bigger. So let me show you. Wait, I need to not drop the beans. I'm gonna show you here a few. This is a birdie as well. I can show you. I do not have a jumbo birdie, but I can show you. There, one new one. So this is a micro dragon, also the bird version. Let me make some space. And this is my guardian dragon. So these ones are magnetic, these ones are filled with glass beads, and they are quite heavy. And then we have the jumbo dragons, which are even a step up, which are filled with plastic beans, so they are more cuddly and more yeah, bigger practically. So I have these 3. Then I have further sizes as well. And I have smaller sizes than micro as well, but I don't make them so often because my hands really hurt. But this is like the 3 versions. So this is like the middle one. I call it a macro dragon, but I guess it's just a tiny guardian. So there we go. And this one can keep my needles safe as well when I'm sewing. So I'm just gonna keep it there on the side. Beans. The dress that you're wearing is so cute as well, by the way. The color are really pretty. Ah, thank you. I love it. It's like very summery, very pretty. I love the flowers. So thank you. And there is Cookie. Yeah, there is Cookie. I forgot to show Cookie. Like Cookie is way too big for this. Like his head. If I put a dragon next to it, so this is the jumbo. Ooh, spill the beans. No. Oops. So this is the, let me see how can I show it. This is the jumbo dragon in comparison to Cookie. And there is the other 2. So this is like and Cookie is not even the biggest one that I can do. I can do even bigger, but of so much work and so much materials. So this is like the entire dragon family, I guess. But yeah, Cookie is very, very big. There. Let me sort this up again. I spilled a few beans here on the side, so luckily only 2. So I can put them back in. There we go. So we're gonna just spill this one before I spill everything. You have a bigger one? Yes, I do. The little needle stealer. I do have a bigger one. Well, the Jumbo Plus is there on top of the shelf, the one with the 3D head. That one is bigger than the Jumbo Dragon. And what else do I have? I'm working on one that's like in between this and the Jumbo Plus. But since my beans are not gonna be delivered as planned, I'll probably have to gonna keep them for Dutch Comic Con Winter Edition. So that's very sad because I was really hoping I'm gonna be bringing them with me now. There, so this one is filled. I'm just gonna check because this fabric is a little bit thinner and now I squished the beans on the back, so I'm just gonna close it with the needle so I can massage the beans. Ah, there we go. I filled the tail a bit too much, so it felt like a bit off, but it's still the same size. Thought like, oh, maybe I spilled way too many beans, but it was just the two that were there. I'm gonna use the black thread now in order to get things. The thing is, like, I can make the dragons as big as my embroidery machine allows me, which the biggest one is 14 by 14 inch hoop or 36 by 36 centimeter hoop. And if I would, like, the only thing I have to fit into the machine is the eye. So if I can fit the eye, and because it's so big, I can kind of turn it by 45 degrees, then the how do you call it, like an oppervlakte? For some reason the English word I cannot think about. So practically if I turn the eye in the square hoop by 45 degrees, I can make it a bit bigger even. So that would be about 40 centimeter for an eye, or a bit like 15 inches eye. So that would be one eye. Imagine this big. So that's how big I can do it. I mean, there is even other techniques, like I could just hand stitch the eye with a plique and stuff like that, so then I can make like a unlimited size surface. Yes, thank you, plush friend. Or plus friend, sorry. Yeah, the surface. For some reason the words evade me today. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I do the same with prints sometimes, align them diagonally. Yeah, so I can really make very, very big dragons. Like Cookie already takes me about 1.5 meters of fabric, almost 2 meters of fabric to make Cookie. So I can't even imagine, like I think I would have to rob a fabric shop in order to get enough fabric to make a giant dragon where the eyes are like 40 centimeters. And probably I would work for at least half a year on just getting all the stitching done. That would be a crazy project. Not impossible, but crazy. There. So now it's really hard to see the stitching because it's like such a dark fabric and then with black thread. So I'm always like lifting things a bit. I don't know if you can see. I'm lifting things a bit so I can see where the hole is. So then I can stitch it a bit better, because I'm not able to see that much of a difference. And this fabric is a little bit thinner than the other one, so I need to make sure that all the stitches are triple done to not have any beans escape. Love the orange one. Thank you, Xbox. we can sew this one after. This one is like one of the gilded heart ones, but then I kept like the colors a bit more muted. I thought it's gonna be nice to do a color that I don't work with so often, and thought like a nice dark taupe with or like an almond brown with orange would fit so well. I'm just trying to experiment with different colors. It happens, English can be hard from time to time. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. There's so many words that or my brain just forgets words sometimes, even my own language. It's so, I just keep forgetting stuff. So every time I go home and speak with family, it takes me about a week to kind of like switch to the language, because then I would start thinking about words in Dutch or English or Italian and so on, and then I would just forget my own language. And then when I'm back from family, I start speaking Slovenian words in between when I'm speaking English or Dutch, so it takes me a bit to acclimatize each time. Orange, my favorite color. Hey, Gloop! I am... actually, I don't use that much orange or red. This time I'm trying to, because I think I normally go for like purples and blues and greens. For me, like my favorite color is green, believe it or not. So I'm always trying to bring some different colors. There is a lot of ask for oranges right now as well. Question: do you do all of the embroidery through the machine? My wife has tried hand embroidery, it's a real pain. Ooh, I do everything through the machine, yes, because I have quite a lot of hand pain. Like this stuff here flares up, this stuff flares up, so carpal tunnel, all the tunnels, everything is kind of messed up by me. So I'm able to do some limited things, but I really do not have the patience to do hand embroidery. I really admire people that can, but I was planning to bring out some hand embroidery patterns as well. But I'm luckily gonna collaborate with somebody that's gonna stitch them for me, because I think if I would have to do all of this by hand, I would make like maybe one plushie a year. So that's green, yes, green. Yeah, I don't think I would ever attempt hand embroidery. In the past, when I didn't have an embroidery machine, I was just cutting out pieces of fabric and then stitching them by hand on. And even before that, I was actually painting on the fabric. So that's, if I can show you my first dragon, which is Manu, which I made in 2013 and started this hobby. So this is Manu. He's green and yellow. So he has painted eyes. I used some scrap fabric for him. He originally was like a scrap pile. This was my first pattern test for the plushie. And after making him, I completely fell in love with the process and the things, so he stayed with me as a companion. But he has painted eyes. Where's the camera? He has painted eyes, so I used to hand paint them on with acrylics on fabric, and of course on him, because it was the first one. I messed up the thickness of the paint, so he has one eye that bled out a bit, and the rest is I mean, I made him in 2013, so that's been a long journey, but he's still standing. He's my shoulder companion. You're gonna see him on every convention that I go, because he always goes with me. But yeah, that was my my thing. I was just hand painting them. That's how much I wanted to avoid hand embroidery. Gotta keep it healthy. Hey Manu. Love the swirls on the ears. Yeah, they became my signature things. I really like doing them. But I don't think they fit a micro dragon that well. They're a bit... micro dragons or even the smaller dragons are a bit more squishy, so adding some pipe cleaners in wouldn't really help much. And I think visually it would be a bit against it, so only my other like shoulder dragons and up, and the 3D head ones have the pipe cleaners. So it's a detail I really love. I love drawing them as well. That's why all my dragons have them drawn. That looks really cool too and incredibly neat. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. He's been through so many washing machine cycles and everything, so I'm happy he's still standing. Sometimes I have to like get his pipe cleaners out if they rust and put new ones in, so those look a bit fresh, but for the rest, he's been through so many things. We've been on quite a lot of adventures because he never leaves my side. He's like my personal support companion. And he takes care of all the baby dragons when they're born as well. Teaches them the basics of how not to steal your food, on how not to eat too much cake, and how to cuddle and all that. So when you guys get them in hand, they are all nicely behaved, luckily. I think that orange one does look cute with those swirls though. He becomes pumpkiny. Ooh, yeah, I do like the pumpkin idea. I'm gonna definitely hang up to that idea, because I think I'm gonna see maybe some Halloween pumpkins. That would be fun. I have, let me see. I did, I'll show you. I did them a few years ago. So I have in the micro dragon form, I have the pumpkins. So these ones were glow in the dark. So they're the pumpkins, and I think these ones with the swirls would look really neat as well. So all these white details are glow in the dark, and the rest is just black. I think this is from my personal dragon collections of all the prototypes that stayed in the garden. So he is looking a bit scruffy with all the things after I think this was like 3 or 4 years ago that I had this collection, but I would love to bring them back. Just need to find the green fluff again because they're way too cute. A true veteran. Manu has seen some stuff. Oh, Manu has definitely seen a lot of stuff, yeah. He's been also to many countries with me, so yeah. I think one escaped him, maybe. Little dragon is very chaotic. Yeah, we are not responsible for any dragon stealing candies and cookies. That is, yeah, sometimes they get, they escape. They don't get trained enough. The hair reminds me a bit of the troll dolls. It does. Oh, that would be also cute, like if you get some of those little trolls. Oh, that would be so cute. Like, that brings back memories. I don't think I remember I had like, I didn't have the troll dolls, but I had a, like a pencil with the little troll doll at the end with those fluffy hairs. So that was a thing. Yeah, definitely brings like a memories back of the 90s. So, now let's stitch the head on. Oh, I need to brush it a bit. I forgot that part. Less creepy though. Yeah, dragons are that. Yeah, I did find them creepy. I think that's why I never got the doll. But anything with stationery and pencil, that was, yeah, I always needed to have like a nice thing for my sketchbook to sketch and draw. I was always drawing at home. Oh, there's a little fluff here from the stuffing. So let's see if I'm... This is really hard to see. I'm struggling a bit with checking where my needle has to be. Because everything is like so dark, but at the same time, the sparkles are the same color as the needle, so I'm not seeing where I'm poking out of. So I'm just gonna do it by feel. I remember getting mini troll dolls at the dentist at the end of the appointment. What? That's like the best dentist ever. I did get once here in the Netherlands. I went to the dentist and the dentist switched. So he was, he used to be a child or a kid's dentist, and then I was there in the chair, and I always like going to the dentist. I don't know why. It's just I find it so chill. And he was like, "Oh, you're doing so well, and this and that," and like he was saying like, "I'm a kid, you know. Oh, you're doing so well. Look at this, look at that." And like in the end, he gave me the lolly, and I thought like that's so funny and cute. So he gave me a lollipop in the end. Diesel personnel wasn't, but my wife has one of a hell of a collection. Ooh, I don't know actually. I'm not really familiar with all the names. I hate working with dark and black colors. Oh yeah, hi mermaid! It's definitely a very challenging color to work with, but I find it even harder to photograph, so... like that's one reason why I don't work with red fabric a lot, especially for prototypes and things that go on photo, is because whenever I photograph red things or orange things, they always get so oversaturated by default, and there's no way to really bring it down and edit it so it looks the same as the fabric does in real life. But whenever I work with like blues and other colors, everything is fine. Except black. So black and red, that's like the horror combination for photo editing. I don't know why, but red really gets almost like neon glowing on the camera. Diddle was a mouse with really big ears and a hand and feet, if I remember correctly. Yep. I actually don't remember. I'm gonna need to do some googling. Like in Slovenia, we didn't really have that many popular things. I think the trolls and the little flying ballerinas and Furbies were a big thing, but I don't really remember much of the other ones. Completely forgot. Then she would be very pleased as Diddle is coming back. I completely forgot about that mouse. It just fell on the earth at some point. I really don't know. I need to Google the mouse. I'm not familiar with it. Like every time I do a live stream, I have so many Googling things to do after because you guys bring me like the best things. There we go. I'm almost done with this. You cannot see anything what I'm doing. Luckily the orange one is gonna be a little bit easier to see what I'm doing. So on this one I'm just gonna do a knot. And then let's go to the wings because I really struggle to see. I can't even poke the needle through. Wait. There we go. Wouldn't the color be picked up differently depending on the background color? I don't know much about photography though. It depends. Like, I don't know why. Like, I normally shoot a lot on bluish backgrounds as well, but even if I put it on a white one, or even if I do it with like my phone and film a video, the red colors or the red fabric is always so saturated. I'm really curious. I don't have any red one here, do I? Oh, I do. I have a sparkly one there. Sparkly white with red. Like here it looks fine, but you can see that the color is already changing a bit, and here it looks glowy. Like this one looks a bit more like the real color, but this one it glows. So do not ask me why. I mean, it's a blue background, so I don't know. It just, for some reason, like red color always glows like this on my camera. And when I have to do the photo editing, and if I have a dragon that's a different color and then has like red accents, all the red accents are glowing. So I normally have to like split the colors and tone the red down in order to be able to let the other colors shine properly. So I do not know, but this is also one of the dragons I'm gonna be bringing to Dutch Comic Con with roses and sparkles. Oh, there we go. So my pile of dragons there is growing bigger. Yeah, real difference, just camera difference, I suppose. Yeah, in this case it is, but I think a lot has to do with lighting. I honestly, in all these years, I didn't figure it out yet, but I learned how to edit it so it makes it look a little bit more presentable, like in real life, so I don't really mind it that much. And I learned how to shoot things with like black on black or white on white. That's also not a challenge, but the red, like whenever there is red, it just takes me so much extra time to edit things that I don't really do a lot of red plushies. For me it's pink, some blue and purple that are difficult to put on photo. Oh, that's interesting. Looks really neon on the face cam. Yeah, it does. It does. Even though like my color is normal, my hands here are... Okay, this one is a little bit not so bright as this one because the light is kind of hitting me this way. But yeah, I mean it's... I don't know. It shouldn't be such a big discrepancy. That's the thing. Like, and the yellow, not the yellows, the red ones always are so oversaturated for some reasons. Phone cameras have some built-in compensation algorithms. It might be to make lips pop more on the face. Oh, that's a good point, Mark Goblin. That's I didn't think about that. That would make sense. And also I know like cheeks and stuff, like I get always a really red face, so whenever I have to take a picture with my phone I hate it because then it shows all the redness. So I could definitely see that it would be a compensation for like the face thingy. That yeah, so it's not really cameras are not really plushy friendly, I guess. It takes a lot of post editing to make it look like in real life. So, luckily with these wings are almost done, so I can move on to the orange one and be able to see what I'm doing. Because I'm kind of like, luckily I have so much muscle memory that I know exactly where I have to stab and where I'm gonna be. And if I'm sometimes in doubt, I just put my fingers where the needle is and then I feel it. When I guide the needle through, I can feel it exactly like where the needle is. But it's really hard to, to see. Luckily the nightmare is almost over. There. So, I almost came around. I'm gonna do a few more pokes over here. And then our second dragon is gonna be done. Nice skills, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. It took so much practice. There. So now I'm gonna go over here again and I'm gonna make a knot. For some reason, like, I always like to do the knot on the body when I'm stitching something to it instead of doing it on the wings. I don't know why, but it's just, I guess, a personal preference. So it's it feels more secure for some reason. So now we're gonna do another one just underneath. I cannot even see the loops almost. There. And now the needle comes through and our dragon is nice and done. There. So this is how he or she is looking like. There is quite a lot of like little stabilizer threads here in between still, so this is what I would normally clean off and then do it with a wet sponge if it's still left over. So just like any tight spots like between the eyes or between the mouth and the rest, or some other details. There are always a lot of things. On this one I wanted to keep it pretty plain because most of the details, they don't show that well. So I didn't do any embroidery on the back to really let dots shine, but this is how it turned out. So that's our second baby. There, I'm gonna put them like this. So they look so nice and happy. And now we can move over to the orange one. We've all learned to be really careful around you since you're good at stabbing. Yes, I am good at stabbing. I mean, it's a very useful skill, I guess. If it ever comes down to a survival situation, I'm definitely gonna reach for the needles. And just poke people. Okay, let's do the beans in this one. I'm gonna put the needle out of the way. So this little dragon is holding my needles now. So there we go. They can all be friends. I'm gonna get a new set of beans. I've been saving so many of these little bags. They're so handy for just splitting things. Yeah. There, they all get belly rubs. Okay. That's all. And now we get to massage. See, I'm already giving them a lot of belly rubs and massages this way. No. So I need to make sure that all the feet are filled with beans, so I can make more space in the center in order to be able to push more beans out. Because if they get stuck, nothing comes out. So I'm just pushing them to the side, so I have the middle to fill it up. I found neon fleece. It's so bright, it reflects off you when you hold it. Wow. I did. I do have like neon thread. I did one of the little dragons with neon. I don't have it here, but it's like I believe it's this green or lime green, and then I put the neon yellow. It looks so glowy. It's actually quite nice, but I didn't bring it with me here. I still have to turn it and cut it out. It just popped in my head, but the last dragon got me to think of those glow-in-the-dark stars you could stick to the wall. Would be cool on them as well, but would be really hard, to be fair. Oh, I do have a few dragons that are glow-in-the-dark, so I do have the glow-in-the-dark thread. Normally I bring it out around Halloween. Oh, some beans. Ah, beans! Beans! Oh, I heard a bean fall. I think they got stuck in here. There we go. There are a few beans. Like, it's not really the best gadget because all of the edges here are kind of loose, as you can see, but it got some beans trapped. Luckily I found them on time. We did only lose one. The rest I'm just gonna put like this. Yeah, I was saying, like, the glow-in-the-dark one. I do have... This one is not... Is it? No, this one is not glow-in-the-dark. I just made it with a nice beige color. But I do have a lot of dragons, also the ones with stars that glow in the dark. Normally I bring them out in summer and Halloween time. But I could just imagine putting those in like on the wall. That would be so cool. What about glow-in-the-dark sublimation foil stars? Ooh. Honestly, I would like to try a bit more sublimation things. I know that last time we tried that glittery foil, because I was trying to recreate this glitter fabric effect, but the foil just didn't hold up under the heat. So I think I definitely got a little bit more experimenting to do with the temperatures and with pressure. So I want to I want to try a few more foils. I wonder if more like things that go on t-shirts and stuff would hold up nicely on fluffy fabric. So that's definitely something to test after Dutch Comic Con or just after the convention crunch. Oh my god, I'm splitting all the ends here. I can't even see how to put the thread in. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's not really going that well. So I'm just trying to wiggle the thread through. And now I started splitting it. Oh my god. The funny part is this thread is so thick that even if I get a needle threader, it would just break. Like, I've broken so many needle threaders trying to get it through because it's so thick compared to the needle. So I think the best way is just to push it like bit by bit with my hand in. I have a Yumba with glow-in-the-dark details. Oh, you have it. You have all of them. That's you do have quite a big family of dragons, so I'm jealous because I only keep the micro dragons and I have Manu and I have a whole collection there on the other side of micro dragons. I have my Death Moth dragon that I made for Castle Fest last year. And those are the only... Yeah, and then I have Comet, the first Guardian dragon that I made. But for the rest, I don't have any Yumba dragons. I guess Cookie makes up for all of the Yumba dragons. I really need to make some for myself. I think you can also try for sublimation falls is hole punchers with shapes. You can do flowers and stars and many others. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a plotter, so I could just run it through that and make all sorts of intricate shapes. I would love to be able to do like something like this, the gilded hearts or some details like that with sublimation foil. I just want to make sure that it, like, if I go to this fabric and try to like peel off the foil, it doesn't really come off. And I'm not sure what kind of glue or how they sublimated this on fabric to not come off. I need to find something similar. That I'm so paranoid of things falling off or rubbing off. Don't forget Jeff. Jeff is very important, yes. I have him as a tattoo, so Jeff is always with me. Need a feral dragon. Yeah, I need a feral dragon. They need more horns. Yeah, big family. Oh, I really need I still keep saying to myself, like, years ago I made myself, or I made a Winter Guardian which is, I have him here. I made myself a micro version. So this little dragon, I made a 3D version of it, and I hand stitched the beads and stuff. He was inspired by the snowy mountain peaks of my country, and I made like the big Manu version of him, and then I sold him, and I regretted it ever since. And it was like in 2013, 2014, and I regretted it because I wanted to keep him. And he's very happy in Belgium now. He lives in Belgium in a very nice dragon family. But I've been saying to myself already for since 2014, like, oh, I'm gonna just make myself a bigger version of it, like so I can keep him because I really love him. And it's been so many years that I say like, okay, my birthday, I'm gonna gift myself a dragon. And whenever my birthday comes, I never make a dragon for myself, so I'm still just saying it. And now I made a micro version for myself, but still not the thing, and I regret so much selling him. And I really need to make a dragon for myself. Holographic Mylar maybe. I know it looks cool on liquid core D&D dice, but not sure how it looks on flat surfaces. Ooh, I'm so like, my hands are itching to get experimenting with materials. I got a Jumbo purple with glow in the dark detailing, a cute mod, the Jester one from Heroes Dutch Comic Con, and Strop Coop. Oopsie. There is definitely a lot of dragons. I was planning to do a few of these strobe waffles in this size, because I think it would be kind of cool to get a few of them done. And I will not have that many beans, but I'm gonna save some beans for those. And I also want to do like the Delft's Blauwe. So I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do a Jumbo or a micro version of it or a Guardian, but I need me some like that white and dark blue with gold detailing. I think that would look cool. Maybe it's kind of metallic thread that's into the fabric. Yeah, I did try with the metallic thread, but this one is really like sublimated foil on it. I'm not completely sure. Let's see how much zoom I can zoom. So this is like completely like foil, you can see. I'm not sure. It eludes me on how they did it. I'm determined to find out, because since nobody sells the glittery fabric anymore, I want to be able to recreate it myself, so I'm definitely gonna be experimenting a lot. Oh, you should find some time for yourself to make him. Yeah, I really have to. Maybe for my next birthday. Normally I get so tired after each convention that I just cannot pick up a needle for such a long time. I remember returning a dragon a year or so ago to your booth after someone lost it. Glad it all got resolved. Oh, that was you! I was so happy. The family was, or the people were so happy to get him, and it was a Jeff. Yeah, I'm so grateful to you that you returned him. That was so sweet. And we managed to find them, so they got reunited. It was so sweet. Thank you. Oh my god, Delft's Blauwe sounds so cool. Yeah, I was actually thinking about sublimating it on the plushies, but I think then the sublimation makes the details very flat. And I really like the feel of the embroidery, because you can feel it. It's more tactile than just the flat printed fabric. So I'm gonna go and just do proper embroidery of dance flowers and stuff. So I'm excited about that. And I do still have a lot of white fabric. I just need to check the blue one. That's a bit lacking, but hopefully I'll have enough to do a few Dutch Comic Con dragons. I had a Parasprite lost in the fire. Now I have a little white bat hangs above my sewing machine watching me, and a little white kitty keychain in my kitty eat a bag. Ah, I do remember the Parasprite. Like, I met you at my first convention that I did, and I had a lot of Parasprites there that were completely hand-stitched, because I used to be so scared of my sewing machine. I had no idea how to use a sewing machine, and I was so scared to learn because I was afraid that I'm gonna break it, that I just went and hand-stitched everything instead of that. It's funny, like, I remember most of you, or most of the people, not too much by faces, but I remember you by what dragon or what plushie you got, which is really funny sometimes. Like there's so many people I don't even know the name of, or I wouldn't remember, but I know what the name of your dragon is. So it's really funny. Alien Dragon when? Oh, Alien Dragons, that was... like, I have such a long to-do list. I keep wanting to do an Alien Dragon for a long time. I do have Alien Dragons, which are really like this tiny. But yeah, I think I need to do that. Maybe I can work on them for the next convention in winter edition of the convention. I think aliens come more in the winter, don't they? It sure was a Jeff. Got a mystery pack of micro dragons afterwards. One Jeff and purple Egyptian one. They're currently hanging out on the mirror me and my wife have after our wedding. Oh, that's so cute! And you got the Jeff as well. See, Jeff is like the destiny for everybody. I do you have a Jeff? I don't have them here, but I was stitching a few Jeffs in between also, like in this form. I think I have the rainbow one. Is here. Now I have like this, so this is what came from the embroidery machine, but I have the rainbow ones and I made one in Jeff form. So these ones are blue and beige. I can stitch them out later. So I tried to do a few rainbows because it's been a while since I did the rainbow ones, and I thought like, hey, I really love making like some pastel rainbows in between for a pop of color, so I made a few. You got too many ideas. Yeah, that is my problem. I have way too many ideas, but way too little time. And I have no social life whatsoever, so you would think that I have plenty of time, but there's so many things to constantly do. And so many ideas to try and execute. It's like... What is this color for magnificence? Give me yellow rainbows, yay! I do miss that little yellow power sprite. I don't think the yellow power sprite are gonna come back, but there is always Jeff. He's yellow. Dips, same here. Oh, then it's then I'm gonna make sure to bring a few extra rainbow. I'm gonna make the Jumbo Dragons also rainbow, and just for you guys, I'm gonna make a few micro dragons rainbow as well. So I'm gonna have an entire rainbow. It's yeah, I think this one is... Oh yeah, this one is very pastel rainbow. So this, like this is the back with the under sewing, which is white, so you can see it shine a bit through. On the other side is gonna be nice rainbowy. But yeah, this one is pastel, and then I have a few of them that I use darker fabric, and then I made like darker purple and darker pink. So I played a bit around with colors, and I do have a few Egyptian ones as well. This is the Jumbo version. I was doing some Egyptian ones too in different colors, and in brown and in sphinx and in sandy colors. So a lot. I was trying to use the fabrics that I normally don't use that much of. So hopefully I'm gonna have a good selection of all the colors and everybody's gonna be happy. At the moment I'm making a fluffy tails to sell out at Suzakon, Belgium and Abuna in Netherlands. Oh, that's cool. Are you sewing the tails while you're watching, or just during the day? Yes, pastel rainbow please, yep. Time simply doesn't exist. What's the furthest a dragon has flown from home? Aka, the furthest a dragon has been sent around the world. I think if I would have to like pinpoint it from here, I actually don't know which one is further. Is it Hawaii or if it's Australia? I'm not sure which one is further away from here. I never really checked. So either Australia or Hawaii. I think Australia would be the furthest from the Netherlands. I'm not sure. Oh my god, they would match a certain blab. No spoilers. Ooh. I like blabs. Yes, brushing the fluffy tails and sewing them into the braid. Yay, we are all being crafty together. That's fun. So this little guy is gonna get his wings now. Oh, I think did I make it a bit? Wait. Oh, I think I sewn the head a little bit diagonally, or not diagonally, but off center. I need to bring a few stitches in here to correct it. Let me fix that really quickly. So now, because I haven't done, you can see I haven't done enough stitches on this side, so now it looks like he's all tilted to one side. I went a bit off. I was reading the, you guys distracted me. Dang, yeah, it's very far away. There we go. I think this is gonna fix it. Is it? I need to bring a few extra stitches on this side and then pull this one up. So I'm just gonna manipulate the fabric a bit with stitches in order to bring it back to the center. I used to, like at start, have a map. Now it's fixed. I used to have keep a map on like Google Maps and put pins in it where each of my plushies were. And this was back in 2014 or 15, I believe, when I started opening commissions for dragons and other creatures. But it was so many after a while that I just couldn't keep up anymore. So now I'm just, whenever it's like a faraway country, I'm always like, oh, that's cool. I would love to like go back and make a map of everything where all the dragons are. Derpiness, derpy dragons. Oh my god, we need some with googly eyes. We do. There is one of my patrons so that keeps googly eyes on hand, and she did say that she's gonna bring me some. I need to have googly eyes. I did see that you have a few blabs with googly eyes, so that's genius. I love it. I think definitely we would have like an upgrade of Jeff. He would have googly eyes. There we go. So this dragon is gonna get a nice center stitching on the wings. There's always like so many ideas, so little time. Like now I've been streaming for almost 1.5 hours and I only have 3 dragons done. It's gonna be a long night. I think I'm gonna let the stream run a little bit over time. Normally I stream for 1.5 hours on Patreon every week. But I thought like, yeah, now I'm publicly live and I have a lot of sewing things to do and I really want to make a start on the rainbowy dragons over there. So I'm gonna tackle those next, I think. And I can stay alive a little bit longer. If you would like that, of course. There. It's always so exciting to see, like, whenever I have the dragons like this. I see them flat when I take them out of the machine, but it's always so exciting when I turn them, to see them turned. So I'm gonna do that next. We're just gonna turn one of the rainbow dragons and stitch him out. So you're gonna see the entire process of how it goes from the cutting part. The cutting does hurt my hands a bit more, so I'm always careful to spread it out a bit. And there we go. Almost. Surely we wouldn't be distracting. No, definitely not. Womp womp, distraction crew. I don't mind, I don't mind. I mean, if my table is gonna look a bit empty at the convention, I can always blame you. It's like, oh, did you sell out? Everything is empty. Like, nope, I was a little bit distracted. There we go. Now I'm gonna do a knot on this side and then we have a nice orange dragon for once. That is done. Oh, if I'm even able to poke the fabric. There we go. So. And I'm gonna make another knot over here. There. And he is finished. There. Fully willing to take the blame. Perfect. So I'm just gonna blame you. Axolotl was asking too many questions, so I got distracted. No stock. Yeah, I think it's like, even if I do a convention, I'm always so stressed that I have to do like a lot of different things and a lot of different colors and a lot of different products. So I really stress myself out way too much. So now I'm just trying to bring in some of my favorite dragons and some of the things that I think like, oh, you guys might like. And a few new ones in between, just taking it a bit more easier. So I'm gonna cut out just one of each. I'm gonna do the one with open eyes. I think it's gonna be nice. We have one with closed eyes already. I think this one has the heart eyes. So I had a few in between that I did like the heart eyes to make it extra cute. So now I'm just roughly cutting things out. Normally I do this part with the electric scissors because pain. Oh, and I hear that our music is gone. There, bit of music again. And I mean, it's a lot of questions is in the name, really. It is. I love the name. It's genius. Let's see. So this one is gonna have blue. Let's just take this one. So I'm gonna make them completely rainbowy and try not to repeat the colors. So he has blue horns, so I'm gonna use the one that has no blue in the tail to mix them up a bit. So I try to make like different bodies and different color combinations. So this is the first start. I just cut it out, and now I'm gonna be cutting out on this. I always cut it out on the plain side, because if not, this one is too distracting. So I'm gonna go in and do the detailing part just while I go around. So first is cut out, then cut out a bit more and try to round up the outer curves, I guess. And then as last I just go in and clip the fabric, clip into the corners and make sure that things are aligned. I'm gonna try and go a bit faster, see how fast I can do this one. So we have this part. I just need to grab my trash can a bit closer because I'm gonna be going all the way. And from here I just go into the corners, and if you're able to see, there we go. Now I can do the detailing a bit better. So then I go into the inside curves and the corners and just clip into it. Like, I'm trying to go as close to the line as I can without nipping the fabric practically. So I'm just holding it like a sandwich, like this, and bring it close together so I'm able to snip it with the scissors. And then I just keep pushing the fabric like this and go like really close to the line. Like, if you can see, that's almost snipping the line, but not quite. So I'm just I'm gonna just open up the corners a bit more. And the more snip things I do here in the corners, the easier it's gonna be to turn the plushie, but also it's gonna be wrinkle free when you get it out, or when you get it inside out or outside in. I'm not sure which side. The good side out. This is so nerve-wracking to watch for some reason. That's some precision. Yeah, it's quite I mean, after so many years of snipping through the line, I kind of learned where the edge is of where I can go. And I noticed that it also depends a lot on fabric. Like, if I use these fabrics from Nastich, I'm not sure how to pronounce their shop name. So practically this fabric is a little bit thicker. If you see, like, it's very thick. I think it's 1.4 millimeters, something like that. But the Shannon fabrics, which is this one, the sparkly one, is a bit thinner. But also the backing of them, this one has a bit more dense backing, so I can go really close to the line and I know that the fabric is not gonna fray. Like even if I pull it, there is no fraying happening at the edges. So it really like so densely stitched together that I can really go close to the line, and if you pull the line apart, it's not gonna come loose. But if you have a fabric that's a bit more stretchy and doesn't have that much dense backing, then you're gonna be poking holes through it. I know that if I use, for example, some that wellness fleece, I can just pretty much poke holes into it. So I'm always a bit careful, and I want to have like a thick backing of the fabric as I can, for especially for smaller plushies. It's always like a love-hate relationships, because like making these little edges, like this is the same model, I think. Yeah, this is the same model, but making the edges on like this dragon that's a bit bigger versus this one that's smaller, if I go in here too close and the fabric is too thin, I'm gonna poke the holes through, and then I'm gonna have to stitch everything by hand again. So what a way to enter this world in the dragon. Step 1, precision surgery. Yes, a lot of surgery and a lot of clipping, because now I don't have any openings on the side, because I really don't like stitching the sides closed, because I don't think I'm that neat at it. But I know how to hide stitches within the fluff, so I always like to clip into the back of the head and just make my own opening in the center. So this is my opening where I'm gonna pull the dragon inside out. So I get my trusted hemostats, which is also what surgeons use. And I'll just push them in, get one of the ears in, and then I can just push things out. And I go back in again and grab the ear and push it out. So now I have a really nice bunny, I guess. And the cool thing about hemostats is if I keep them closed, so if I open them, if I keep them closed, I can use them just to push things out as well. So instead of a chopsticks, I just keep using the hemostats, so I can push like every single little notch. And see, this is the thing, if you have a very thin fabric, and I would be pushing as much as I'm pushing on this fabric now along the edges, I would be poking holes through. But I learned how precise I can be with certain types of fabrics, that I'm able to just get as close as possible without getting a hole poked, and I can even like push really hard through it and no holes are gonna be poked through. So this is look at these little teeth. They're white on beige, is really hard to see, but you can see the little teeth. So this is the heart eyes version, which is a bit different. I'm trying to make like different expressions and different things as well, because I know somebody in between here likes to collect all the dragons with different expressions, so I'm always trying to make different ones. Ta-da, there he is. There he is, yes. And I'm gonna do the wings next, because the embroidery is very nice and very pleasing to the eye. So I want to see the wings turned. So now I'm gonna do as well, like while I'm doing this precision cutting, I'm already kinda waving my scissors and clipping into the other corners. So I'm trying to get all the fabric clipped already as much as I can on this side. And then I'm gonna just cut into all the other edges as well. See, but if I wouldn't be doing this precision cutting beforehand, then I would get, first of all, it would be very hard to turn, and second of all, it would be very wrinkly. Like you would get, I don't know how to show it, but you would get here in the edges. Now you can see that it's completely straight. But if no, you would get something like this, like really wrinkly together and really pulling, so it would be something like that. But now it's nice and straight, there is no pulling, no anything. The only thing that makes it a bit shapy like this is because I put some stuffing in the edges, so it almost makes it look like a flower. But if you stretch it, there is no wrinkles or no anything, it's just a nice little tail. So that's why I do the cutting into it. So what a cutie! Whoa, casual cough. Yes, I'm trying to make different expressions and stuff with different color combinations. That's always fun to do. So now I'm just clipping into it. I need to make sure that all of this stuff, it's really hard to see of the background, but you can see that I'm clipping like all little notches into it, so when I stretch it out it's not gonna be pulling. So I'm gonna do this on this side as well. Or maybe I can show it on this one as well. Like this cutting into it is kind of like with paper, you make things more flexible, so when they stretch I can really stretch them like this. But if you have it like this, you can stretch all you want, but it's not gonna turn. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm just making the fabric a bit more flexible by cutting into it and cutting into the edges to be able to turn it and keep it wrinkle free. So that's precision surgery. So sometimes you can even cut like triangles in it, but I figured out that if you just clip into it, that's already enough. And for these ones, the wings I cut here in the center area. So I just make a little cut. Maybe I'm gonna need it a bit bigger because of the embroidery. So normally I make it as big as to push the embroidery out. I think I don't have a heart eyes yet actually, but the closed eyes is cute as well. Well, there is gonna be plenty of choice. There we go. Oh, this looks nice already. For some reason I really got obsessed with this baby blue and beige combination, or white and blue combination. I think it looks really nice together, and I don't think I had it often. And the rainbow dragons look really nice on like white or grayish or black or like monotone fabrics. So I'm trying to bring some of those in. And I'm getting all the little pieces out. Then I'm gonna flip the wings so you can see how they look. So these ones look like this. So very nice, bright, pastelish colors, I guess. I just need to bring this one out a bit more. There we go. So now they're all the notches are out. There we go. That's how they look. And now it's time to get the body out. So this one I'm gonna cut on the blue part. Yes, it's really cute together. Yeah, I really like, I don't know why, but there's something about rainbows that it's just so pretty. Like whenever I go to a different city or stuff, everything is always so gray and so monotone that I'm always looking for rainbows. So sometimes like you get like some stained glass somewhere that creates rainbows, or just a puddle, or just some random painted things with rainbows. It's just, I always look for rainbows in cities. I don't know why. I need colors. I always feel like there is not enough colors. I'm jealous of mantis shrimps because they can see like a gazillion colors. I want to be a shrimp. There. So now I'm cutting the edges and scalloping here as well already. On the small dragons it's actually really important to be very precise. The bigger they go, like if I make cookie, I don't have to do nearly so much scalloping, so it's easier to or not easier to make, but that one brings its own challenges, but it's easier to just get away with not scalloping things correctly. But the smaller they are, the more precise you have to be with that. So more pastel colors is more better. Yeah, light blue the sky and beige of white clouds. Oh, that's true. I didn't really see that. That's really like clouds and the sky. I guess I've been missing the sky lately. Yeah, that's a good combination, definitely. And I think I did also this combination with magenta pink or so. I can't remember. I still have there like so many to cut out and do. So, but I think I did another one. I did a gray with yellow. I just don't know if that's a rainbow or not. And I did a purplish and a dark navy or a dark purple. I don't know. I made so many. Like last week I was just embroidering 24/7. So for this one I'm gonna cut it right here at the neck area. Just a small snip to get the hearts out and the labels. So now we get it out. My work makes me constantly move by train. I oftentimes see rainbows in nice landscape. Those are a real nice break from a lot of bullshit I get. Yeah, that's really cool. I do remember, like, if you use the train and so, it's you can see quite a lot of nice things, especially rainbows. I think most of the rainbows that I've seen here were in a train, actually. Dark blue, it's the nice sky. Yeah. But then night, like the dark blue needs some grayish clouds, I think. Yeah, I don't get to see the rainbows a lot. Normally when it's raining, there is very rarely that the sun is by. It's just like that grayish, depressing sky. So rainbows are definitely a thing to look for. And it's a nice reminder that after any storm and after the rain, there is always, or there is almost always a rainbow, if not sunshine. There. We get all the footsies out, and now we get the little hearts with the tail and the label. I actually ran out of big labels, so now even the Jumbo dragons are gonna have the smaller label. I don't have enough time to order them and to be produced before Dutch Comic Con, so all of the dragons are gonna have a small label. So this is how our little dragon is gonna look. Very cute. Oh, very cute. And now it's time for stuffing. And we're gonna start with the head. Dark purple for clouds. Ooh, I like. Sundowns as well. Yeah, the sundowns are so pretty. I always get very nice view here from the balcony. It's especially those orangey and stuff, or like these kind of colors. Okay, so you're gonna be quite surprised to see how much stuffing goes into this little head. I think if I have to predict, it's gonna be about... Oh, let me zoom out a bit. I'm thinking, by feeling, that it's gonna be about this much stuffing that goes into this little head. I might be wrong, it might be a bit more. But let's see if I was right. So I like to push it first into the edges. So I'm just gonna fill up the ears. Because the plushies need to be like these ones. Firm enough, but not too. Like the ears are still bendy and a bit less stuffed, and the middle is a bit more compact. But it's always so surprising how much stuffing goes in. And I still don't have like the feel of how much it goes. I already made a fluffy tail with sunset colors. Oh, that's pretty. Now I'm making a fire tail. Nice. Belly rub, gang. Belly rubs, belly rubs, belly rubs, belly rubs. And belly rub. There. I think it's not gonna be enough stuffing, but let's see. So now that I fill the ears, I'm gonna start pulling the stuffing back. So I'm gonna be doing the ears a little bit softer. And then the middle and the bottom has to be a bit firmer. And I need to put a little bit more stuffing. I think about this much extra. Like it really gets a lot in. I think on this side is a bit... And I'm just gonna push it down. Don't forget to belly rub Cookie. Oh my god, sorry Cookie. There. He gets extra belly rubs. his belly is so fat, look at that. I think he's been eating a bit too many cookies. And he really desperately needs a wash because he's been on the couch for a long time now, cuddling with me, so on every stream. So it's he needs to see the washing machine soon. I still think a squeaker would be so cute in one of the dragons. I do actually have squeakers. Old colleague of mine, like I think it's about 8 years now ago. Oh no, actually 7. Yeah, 7 years. Because I just celebrated 7 years that I quit my job. But 7 years ago, I had a colleague that was from Japan, and he worked with me, and he went to visit his family in Japan, and he brought me a lot of like small crafty things, like bells, and he bought me squeakers as well, and I still have them. I didn't find the perfect dragon to put a squeaker in yet, so it's still waiting for the perfect dragon. So this is how soft and squishy the dragon is, even after so much stuffing in. Now I'll go ahead and already get the brushy done. So there we go. And this one doesn't have any stuffing, so this one we're just gonna close. And this one needs the beans. So I'm gonna select a new baggie of beans. And I'm gonna put it in here. Oh, I really like this pastel rainbow. I think this is my favorite color of the batch already. And the orange one, even though I'm normally not a fan of orange, but that orange with blue, perfect. Okay. This bag is a little bit bigger, so I was afraid I'm gonna spill something. And let's go back to massaging some bellies. A jab, a squeaky jab, or a mini cookie. Oh my god, a squeaky jab, that would be the never-ending beep 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 all the time. Because you know, when I'm sleeping and stuff, I always hear 1 or 2 jabs go raid the fridge, so I think I wouldn't be sleeping much because there would be like a squeaker jab going to the fridge each time. A black rainbow neon embroidery wonky googly-eyed jumbo dragon. Oh, that's a very specific combination, I love it. Black rainbow neon embroidery wonky googly-eyed jumbo dragon. Yeah, I like that. I must make it. That would be like the perfect one. I think I need to buy a few extra neon colors because I only have I think I have green, pink, and yellow as neon. Oh, and orange. I think I would need something purpley, like neon purple, to really complete that rainbow. And blue is also not really that... Did I get all the beans? I got all the beans this time. Yay! Yeah, I need to get a few more embroidery colors after the Comic Con because I'm running out on my stock a bit. Let me see, we need the white thread and this needle. It would be a warning, Jeff, if it's his alarm. Oh, that sounds really cute. Yeah, that sounds adorable. That would be so cute. I need me one. I can just imagine like going like beep 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 beep. That would be too cute. There we go. So now I'm gonna close off the body and the wings first. Because normally what I do is like, with these ones before, I already had them pre-stitched. So I didn't do my usual sequence, but normally I close the body, then I close the wings, and then I close the head. Oh, just lost a bean. I lost a bean. There we go. I found it. I found the bean. Go back. And then I stitch the head, and with the same thread that I finished stitching the head, I go and stitch everything to the body of the dragon. So everything gets done in one swift motion. So I'm gonna start doing that again. There we go. In the dark of the night, Jeff Bisquick. Oh, that would be adorable. I can already like... I mean, if I ever manage to find the time to really do animations and animate things, that's the first thing I'm gonna animate. Just a squeaky Jeff in the dark of the night going to the fridge. Or maybe, I don't know, is any of you doing some animation projects? Because, hint hint, I would need to commission some squeaky Jeffs. Oh, that would be too cute. There. Now I'm at least able to see what I'm doing again. I hope that you're able to see too if it's not too much white on white. Oh. It's always hard, like whatever you can see in real life versus what shows up good on camera. Especially with a different position of my hand and stuff. Or a squeaky mini cookie. Aww. I definitely need all of them. I mean, I probably should do a few cookies for Dutch Comic Con, because I don't think I ever recreated cookie in the same way anymore. Not as a Jumbo, not as a... I think the first set of cookies was a micro dragon, and then I had a few hair clips, which I'm actually bringing back. I'm gonna be making a few extra hair clips for this year. A few dragon hair clips. And of course also gonna have a Jeff hair clip. And yeah, I think there was the first cookies was the hair clips, and then the little cookie dragons, which were the blobs, and then this cookie. But then I never went and made cookies again, so I think that needs to be fixed, and I need to bring some cookies with me. Like, no, I know Nanda creates those animation work. Oh, that's definitely a good tip. I'm gonna go and message them. So after the conventions and stuff, then maybe I need me some nice dragons. I'm not really good at any crafts, so planning to do some D&D dice making after my shed is done. Would love to see that animation though. Ah, oh, that's a dice making is also a really nice hobby. I think if I would, like, I was always thinking, like, if I wouldn't be making plushies, what would be my hobby? Because I really like drawing, so I think drawing is my hobby, or just sketching is my hobby. And gaming, of course. And for the rest, I think I would be doing something with resin or something with paper. I really love anything paper. I think my dream job would actually be dream job if I wouldn't have this job, would be working at a print office, just supervising like paper and doing business cards and invitations and stuff. I don't know why, but I'm really enthusiastic about paper. So, yeah. Singing. I would definitely not be singing. I used to sing when I was like in primary school, and so we had a choir, but that's the extent of it. Now I just sing in the shower and in the car. I have too many hobbies. Yeah, I do hear so many people like, oh, I have this hobby and I have this hobby and this hobby, and I'm like, I don't even have the time for one. Like, I always have to make choice between making plushies or drawing or doing some videos or doing tutorials or doing patterns or social media or chilling and watching movies or gaming, or I guess I have too many hobbies as well. Hey Lauren, welcome. It's been a while. So many of you are like returning viewers. That's so cool. So we have the wings done. And now I'm gonna go to the head, close the head, and then we're gonna start stitching directly to the body. And then it's gonna be time to end the stream soon, because I need some sleep. Indeed it has. Yeah. Was facts, or did the facts already happen? It did, probably, right? How was facts? Most of my hobbies connect with each other in one way or another. Well, that's the best thing. And it kind of feels like at least you're doing one hobby. I have, I mean, within my business I have many hobbies, I guess, because I do plushies, I do digital stuff, I do patterns, I do stickers and other drawings. I have sublimation. What else do I do? I don't even know. Like, I'm still trying to get brave enough to try and make some clothes or something. But I really want to make a cape for myself, but I still didn't have the time to make anything. Fax was fine. Oh, nice. I didn't even check, like, who is coming or what is happening. I just had to cancel it for this year, sadly. Maybe next year I'm gonna be going to Facts again to see you all. But for now, I had to take a bit of a break from the conventions, and I really thought like, oh, it's gonna be so nice to have more time to do things, and now I kind of feel like, oh, it doesn't make a difference if I have 20 conventions a year or just 3 or 4. It still feels like rushing all the time, so I didn't win much time. If they're in the same ballpark, that seems logical. Yeah, definitely. I think my hobbies kind of connect to each other also, sort of. Okay. So now that I went up, I'm going back down. And I'm gonna make a knot at the bottom and then stitch them directly to the body. So it's gonna be here, around here. And I already brushed it, so that is good too. There could be better as in the shift management. Oh, yeah, that I don't know. In fact, I'm always alone, so I don't have that problem. But it is a nice convention. It used to be like... Facts was actually my first bigger convention that I did. And was the second ever convention that I did. My first one was at SusaCon. That was in 2000... I think it was in 2013. Because I didn't really start making plushies yet, I was just testing it out. And I was making keychains and went there with prints and stuff. But so at SusaCon was my first one in 2013, and then in 2014 or so was Fact right away. And so that was my first big convention. I started everything in Belgium first, which is funny. And only after I went to the Netherlands. I make mostly cosplay. So sewing, resin art, printing, foam crafting. Yeah, cosplay does need a lot of skill set. Oh, definitely. I always admire, there's so many people with such pretty costumes that come by my table. And I would just love to just stand there and photograph every one of them. Like, I really admire how much different skills it takes and how well you have to combine them together to make like a nice cosplay. It's really cool. I think Facts is also the first one I saw you at the start of my collection. Oh, that's so cool! Wait, actually no, Heroes Made in Asia. Yeah, I think, like, I don't think you've seen the plushies that I started with, which were made from fleece. They were like a lot of Manu style plushies, so a lot of these 3D head ones. This is the ones I started with. I think you only started your collection after I started embroidering stuff, I think, if I remember correctly. Only went to a SusaCon once, but that was 10 plus years ago. Yeah, I mean, for me as well. It's I've been there in 2013. That's quite a few years ago. That was the first time. And it's funny because I met so many artists and so many convention goers that still come visit me, like on Fact or not Facts. Yeah, on Facts as well when I was there, or on Dutch Comic Con, and still buy from me, which is so amazing. No, I only discovered you about 2 years ago or so. Yeah. Yeah, the Facts was in 2013. So because I started conventions, and then I had a few rough patches in my life, so I had to stop sewing for a while, and then I restarted them again, I think in 2018, 19, something like that. I had a 3 years break from convention, and I think something like that. My timeline is a little bit all over the place, so probably I'm saying it wrong, but yeah. But I did manage to snag one of your older creations when you got them back from a local shop. Yeah, that's true. I think you have Celeste, or Celeste the dragon. That I know. Yeah. It's really like funny because I keep a lot of dragons and things that I did back then. I still have, maybe I can show you. I have, I mean, I keep all of my prototypes, and they get to live in the garden full time. And I have all of the old dragons still. I can show you my little collection in a moment, at least the bigger ones, the older ones. Manu is the oldest one, he was the first dragon, the one and only. So yeah. And I sewn the head, but I see now that this thread is a little bit too short, so I'm just gonna grab a new one for the wings. This is a very nice one with heart eyes, it's very cute. There. Hopefully soon I can make my Winter Guardian dragon. I think it would be nice. Oh. There. And I'm just gonna double fold, make the wing sandwich. This will actually be really cool in some ice cream colors. I do have one dragon that I made very ice creamy, and I love it. I have like my collection here. This one, look at how nice ice creamy she is. A strawberry ice cream. So when I make this wing sandwich, it looks very, very nice. Looks like a proper ice cream sandwich. I made a few extra dragons. I have a lot of pink and reds. I have a lot of rainbowy or two-tonal things. I used a lot of orange this time. So even this one has orange eyes. I tried something new. So I've been... and I have like nice Egyptian ones. And another Egyptian one. They're a bit... all of them are a bit different. I still have to pluck all of the stabilizer. I have little musical notes. Look at the pile. I made a few extra Sakura ones, a bit simplified. And of course, this one. And a few extra that I have on the table. So that's what I managed to sew last week, I believe. I still have to tidy them all up because they have like stabilizer and things still on. So that's gonna be a thing for the future. I didn't really get to make a lot of micro dragons yet, so I really have to hurry up on that. But that's a little bit of a sneak peek preview of what's coming. Even though they look edible. No eating the dragons? No, no eating dragons. Especially no Cookie. Cookie not edible. No. The dark grey one looks fancy. Oh, is it multiple colors or grey, or is that one an optical illusion? The grey one? I think it's an optical illusion actually. Let me see which grey. I mean, this one still has foil on, so that's a different thing. But this is all one grey. And the other one, this is also all one grey. I think it's just an optical illusion by the way the fluff goes. Because if you see, I can show you on this one. It's kind of like, you know, those sequins things or velvet. So if you pull it up, then it's one color. If you pull it down, it's and it's the most visible on this gray color. So if you pat it the other way, or you're gonna see the fingerprints and stuff. So it's kind of very velvety. I think the pile is very short. So and normally I have to keep this in mind when I'm making photos. I always have to pet all the dragons, so you don't get that little like things like this. Like little fingerprints on it, because it doesn't look good on photos. So they all get a lot of petting. Writable dragon, yes. They are. On the other colors you don't see that much. Like you can see it a bit on Cookie, but it's not so prominent. I can write on Cookie. Whee! But on that grey one it's really very obvious. Do you remember the stand who makes 3D printed dragons? Yes, I do. And I believe she is right under you. I just know my partner would draw a pen on it, not a pen. Oh, the other pen. I mean, honestly, I would do it too. I'm just trying to keep it PG for the stream. There. But yes, I do know, I think you're referring to Mythic Makes. There, we got the wings nicely in the middle. Now this one has a lot of red fluffs. Like the dragon leaves fluff everywhere. Like whenever I still need to brush all of them and remove the stabilizer and things. So now they're gonna be keeping fluffs everywhere, and then all of the colors are gonna get mixed up. Oh hi lol. Yep. She's right here in the chat with us. I remember that, I think it was you, Lauren, that we went on facts. I was searching for the table and I couldn't find it, so you went with me and we were searching together. I just couldn't find you guys. There. Ah, this dragon is so cute. I really like the pastel rainbowy ones. I think I need to make a Jumbo one in these colors as well. Yeah, it's a lot of familiar faces here in the chat, huh? There. No, I keep forgetting to put it on the camera. Sometimes I distract myself and I just think like, oh, it's like I'm sewing myself, and then I look at the camera and I see that I'm not even keeping it in shot. So I'm sorry if you sometimes miss what I'm doing. It's just I get distracted by the pretty dragon colors. There. We got the wings. Now I'm gonna do another run around. I bought 3 dragons from Meeting Makes last time I saw them. Oh, that's nice. I have the, I'm so in love, I have those little baby ones that were, that you brought to me, like this tiny. And they're the perfect toys for the micro dragons, so I keep them there in the micro dragon treasure chest. So they get to play with them occasionally. I really need to start making more stop motions with the dragons. I really start, like, I love making stop motions, but they take so much time. And I have so many ideas, and then I can use all those tiny little dragons and props for them. It's so cool. 1 for Mother's Day and 2 for a friend. Ah, that's so sweet. I mean, getting a dragon as a mother for Mother's Day, that would be like the, the most epic thing ever. You're at CAH. I have missed there. Which convention is that? I'm not familiar with all the convention abbreviations, honestly. There we go. I'm just bringing the needle to this side, and then I need to make another stitch over here because I went a bit too far. There. And now we can make a nice knot. Oh, Comic-Con Hall, of course. I still didn't visit it. It's been like so many years and I still didn't go visit it. I get really mixed things about it. Sometimes people say like, oh no, it's the worst convention ever, you shouldn't apply there. And some people say like, oh, it's the best convention ever. So it's like a lot of mixed feelings. So I didn't manage to apply to it yet. It would be quite close to me, so I probably should, but I need to give it a try, honestly. There we go. This little dragon is done. Look at how pretty he is. I really like the heart eyes. I didn't do them quite often because I always think like, oh, but that maybe is too girly or too cheesy for people, then people wouldn't like it. But I kind of miss them. I need to bring the heart eyes back. There we go. And some belly rubs for all the dragons. Especially with the beans in, it's so nice to belly rub them. Ah, it is an experience. Little rainbow baby. Yeah, it's so pretty. I love it. I really like this color combination. And Mermaid, you said like that it's the sky and the clouds. I'm really like, oh yeah, I can see it. I love it. I love the idea of it. So let me show you some, before I go to sleep, let me show you some of my other dragons from the collection, as I promised before. I have a lot of old ones that I have to pick, pick out. Let's put Cookie here on the chair for a moment. Let's see if he can stay there. He can stay there. I have, let's see. Ooh, little wolfling fell off. I made him so tiny. I have the little guardian. Let's see if we can bring it the other way. There we go. This was my first guardian. This is made with like wellness fleece, regular fleece, and everything is painted. I think this was painted with like a how do you call it? Like a holographic paint, and all this was airbrushed, and then I put some sequins, some beads on it. So here's my little deer dragon, and I bought him the bells on Castle Fest. So he's ringing. And then for last year at Castle Fest, I made Moira. So she is my death mod dragon. I really like her color thingy, and she has wired wings, so I can actually just keep it a bit more spread. So she is. She also has the swirlies, but she went to Castle Fest with me instead of Comet for the next year. So she was the prototype for my Jumbo Plus dragons, and you can see now how what's the difference between these sizes. So if I put like paw to paw, then you see that this one is a little bit, or maybe I can do it like this, and you can see that it's a bit shorter than this one. Then this one is also normally filled with glass beads, so it's a bit heavier in comparison. So adoptions and conversations. Nice. That's cool. And here is another one of the old ones. So here we have Nigiri. He is a standing dragon. So he's also painted and has bells. I used to use bells a lot. And he's airbrushed. He was my first airbrushing project. And I did his eyes really neatly here, so I'm very happy. You can see the texture of the paint and stuff. So, and he's also made out of fleece. And he was my first standing prototype, so I kept a lot of prototypes. And before that I used to do like plushies like this, little squiddies. So those were also like my ice cream collection or cake collection. And let's see. So after Manu, put all of the little dragons away and go sit again. So after Manu was actually at the exact time that I made Manu. It was a few years after, I think in 2018 I think I started the embroidery. So exactly 5 years after I made Minu, which was my first embroidery dragon. So he's the tiny magnetic one, which I actually don't do anymore because making the 3D head under the sewing machine and sewing all this by hand is really hurting. So he was my first embroidery project. So his name is Minu, aka Mini Manu. So, but it's the same pattern, just the body is kind of like the Jumbo one, is less 3D. And he was made with fleece, and he was the first embroidery that I did, which is a bit wonky and messy. But you can see kind of the difference of how things have evolved. Like, if I can show it like this. Things have evolved. Now my embroidery is a bit neater. So, yeah, I need to revisit and make some new embroidery fires. But this is, yeah, Manu and Minu. So they were my first, so Manu was my first ever sewn dragon, and Minu was my first ever embroidery dragon. So yeah. Oh, you have a similar one, Bluey. Yeah, that's true. I do have a few more. I have the bird ones and the things. They're hanging from my curtains because the magnets are really nice on the curtains. So yeah, the mod is such beautiful too. Yeah, I really love it. And yeah, always open for ideas, though not always time to work them out. Yeah, that's the problem. He still has character. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I still love all of my dragons. But yeah, I think me and all the dragons are gonna sign off and go to bed now, because it's getting quite late, and I already stayed up past my bedtime, more or less. So, we're gonna get you some big cookie kisses. Mwah! And mwah! So thank you very much for watching and for keeping us company and for asking a lot of questions. It's always fun. And I hope, or we hope, that you have a very good night or a very good rest of the day if you're on the other side of the world. And we will see you next week on the stream. Probably I'm gonna do another sewing live stream because I have so much sewing to do. And we'll catch you if you're coming to Eindhoven this Sunday, then I'm gonna see you there. And if not, I'll see you at Dutch Comic Con, hopefully, or on the next stream. So thank you very much. Bye bye. Night.